Stealth Global Holdings, ASX SGI. You called it a buy at 16 cents, currently 26 cents. The name sounds like an oxymoron, Stealth Global. We're everywhere and nowhere. No hiding the gains, though, Andrew. Up 62% since we had you last on the show. Where are we at with Stealth Global?
So they're just delivering as expected. What's interesting about this is you got a business who it's so small, especially when we were talking about it, right? And it still is. It's not even a small cap. It's micro cap, very illiquid kind of company. But it's kind of like it's hiding in plain sight in terms of you just look at what they're doing, what the management say they're going to, and have been, rolling out. They're executing on their strategy really well. The results are now starting to come through. And what I love about the very small space is if you've got a long enough time horizon, you see two things. If you get the thesis right, you see the business perform as expected, and you get the growth that accompanies the growth in the share price that accompanies the growth in the business. But as it gets bigger, it tends to get more liquid. It tends to come onto the radar of bigger players. Boutique fund managers look at it, gets into maybe into an index or two, and as it goes, then you get this re-rate. So a tiny little liquid microcap that might trade at 8 times earnings gets into the ASX 200 in 10 years. This is what happened with Pro Medicus, right? And, Ordinate and Zero and all these smallerish ones that sort of, as they ran up, the growth in earnings coupled with the growth in multiple as they gain that sort of demand from bigger money. And for me, this is like, I'm really happy with the gain, but it's still cheap. Like I intend to have this for 10 years unless something goes wrong. This will be multiple dollars, I think, by the year 2034. But like any micro cap, we'd be chatting in another 5 months, and it's at 12 cents again. But the North Star here is, can they continue to grow their revenue as expected, and can they widen those margins, which they have been doing? If those two things happen, then this is a steal.